what is an open loop and what is a closed loop, and we'll just talk about this like as it pertains to marketing.
So an open loop system is a system that basically is giving you no feedback. It's not, you're doing something. An example is a toaster. You have your toaster set up and you put the bread in and it cooks this bread the right way, but then you have a bread that's twice as thick and you put that toaster there. There's nothing in that toaster saying this bread's twice as thick, let me adjust the temperature so I don't burn it. Whereas your air condition has a thermostat, so it's monitoring the environment, and when you reach that temperature, it goes on or it goes off. So that, from a marketing standpoint, I'm not saying all businesses, but there are a lot of businesses that are marketing, but then it's an open loop system. They're not getting the feedback they need in order to make adjustments, make changes to what they're doing. So that's not a very effective way to do things. If you're just spending marketing and you're not tying that back to your revenue, then how do you know if the dollars that you're spending are actually beneficial to you, or are you just throwing money down the drain? But when you have a closed loop system and everything is tightly integrated, then what it does is, as you do things, it's giving you back a report card. It's giving you back a feedback loop where you now understand, I did this thing, here was the result, I like the result or I don't like the result. If I don't like the result, then I need to change it. If I like the result, I double down on those things. That's a very important thing in the marketing world, because when you're spending money, if you're not tying it back to revenue, then what are you spending the money for? What is your metric? How are you measuring whether this is good or not? You might be on the right path, but maybe the message is wrong, or maybe the time you're sending something out is wrong, or maybe the offer is wrong. You won't know that until you put that out. That's why there's A, B, C, D testing. You test different theories, and then with a closed loop system, you get the feedback in real time, so you can make adjustments. So now you have a system that's actually working on your benefit, instead of just out there and you have no idea what's going on.
You don't want the big question mark at the end of the day.
No. And when you can tie data, that's one of the really exciting things we're doing with Marketing Box with this big launch is we're putting data, marketing, and results, as Mike said in one of our slides and decks that we pitch. Very rarely is data, marketing, and results all in the same platform. So what we want to do is give people the visibility for them to be able to make good decisions and understand where their marketing money's going, because there's so many times we talk to people and they're like, well, what's your ROI? What is your return on ad spend? What is it costing you to acquire a lead, an appointment, a customer? How long is that customer with you? If you don't know all that information, how do you actually make decisions on how to run your business? So this is very core foundational to any business. And that's why we've been working so hard to bring this down to a level where an inexperienced user can have these same capabilities, because this is kind of like the bedrock, the foundation of any marketing plan. Is it starts with data, it goes with marketing, and then you have results. And those things have to be able to talk to each other for you to be able to make the proper adjustments so you can have a winning business and a winning life. That's just the way that it works. And so we built a system to accommodate those things.
What I really like about this too is that I think, we've talked about why businesses don't do marketing or why they don't get out there or even start their own businesses. And a lot of it has to do with fear. And I think by having a closed-in loop, them spending money kind of alleviates that fear, because they know they can account for every dollar. And I think that's one of the biggest problems when you talk to these businesses, that they don't know where to start because they don't have any kind of feedback loop. They don't really know what's going on, because
it's
there's
almost
not
like
a lot
when
of
they
systems.
take that $500, it goes out there, and it's like they're praying. It's a women of prayer. What happens?
Did it work?
Idea.
Like, I don't
That's
know.
scary to me.
I don't know if it worked.
Shit, that's almost like going to the horse track and putting $500 on the horses.
You get feedback on that, though.
Yeah, you get feedback that you lose. Yeah, but you can't. Not having this in play. Think about it. It's scary. It's be scary to anybody. I'm about to spend $500. I'm hoping, I don't know if I can tell, I get to the end of it, did it work, did it not work? I'm not sure if customers came in. That's terrible. That's why people don't spend money. So that's what we're trying to solve, is that if you start from this approach, it's data, it's marketing, and then the feedback loops coming in from day one. No matter how big you are, no matter how small you are, we'll have these capabilities, because this is kind of the foundation of everything that people are going to do going forward, and it's teaching them the right way to do things.